How's it going? Adam here for Only SP to give my first impressions of Lifeless Planet. This was an early access game that has finally gotten a full release and is available right now on Steam for €20. It was developed by Stage 2 Studios and published by KISS Limited, KISS Ltd. Came out on June 6th, and I'm going to go ahead and show you, let me see. We'll show you the town. Let's skip past the introduction. I'll show you some of how you move around and some of the mechanics. Okay, so the backstory is you are on Mars.
What is going on here?
Okay, that's the first thing I would like to be included: an ability to turn off subtitles. It doesn't quite exist, so that would be quite nice. Okay, so movement, WASD. Left, well, your mouse moves about, and spacebar's jump, and if you hit spacebar twice, a double jump that actually makes sense in this setting. Little spurt from your jetpack. So you've arrived on Mars, and you're not told an awful lot. Excellent orchestral score. Okay.
How is this possible?
Not much is told to you. Your character is essentially.
Will lead me to my crew.
Your character basically doesn't know what's quite going on, so the player doesn't quite know what's going on, which works. Getting from A to B does take a while, but it's Mars, so it should take a while. However, I do find myself doing this quite a lot, just to get there quicker. If you hold shift, you can walk very slowly. So we're going to go up here, because, you know, it's a big, massive tower. Oh! Avoid. And in we go.
There you are. Are you okay? Oh man, this is messed up. Listen, you're almost out of oxygen. I'm pretty low myself, but I'm gonna give you everything I can. I think there may be some air canisters in that town. Okay, you're gonna be alright now. Just hang in there, buddy. We'll figure this out together, alright? Whoa!
Some strange goings on. You'll pick up these as you go. Docs will give you. Here's a first half of security code 331, and then in my log, or sorry, my documents. If I scroll down, I've only the one. Oh yeah, because I started a new game. Fair enough. Okay. Yes. So strange goings on. Not quite sure what's happening. Interesting premise. The environments themselves. They're fine. Nothing groundbreaking. They're nice. Nothing groundbreaking, but they do the job. So we've got one half of the codes. Oh, here's another little thing. Low on oxygen. So what will happen on my screen in a second? Wait for it. You can hear him panting and breathing. You gotta find oxygen before you absolutely suffocate. Luckily for me, I already know what one of those are. There we go. And we got something else over here.
У меня нет слов, чтобы выразить свою гордость в связи с началом наших.
So we get a little backstory of what's going on. It seems to be Russians. So maybe show you a little bit of the platforming now and how you can interact with objects. Interacting with objects is using the left click. So basically, the puzzle here of sorts is that you've got one half the codes and you need the other half. So you can wander around here and try and find some little item. Any item that you can find and interact with, it will glow white hot. You just walk over to immediately interact with it. Where could it be? I'm not gonna lie, it took me about 15 minutes to find. But how you eventually find it, it's actually kind of clever. So up here in this house you can see there's a big hole in it. Oh, and there it is, the little glowing object. How on earth? That won't do. That won't do. What about this? Oh, there we go. So you hold down the left click, give it a push. Jump, double jump. A point of note about the platforming. When you turn around, you can see he actually goes forward a little bit before he turns. So go and lands and then like that. So lands and then kind of does a rotation. That works fine when running around. However, during some of the platforming sections, if you just land and you land anywhere towards the edge, you have to be very mindful of holding down shift and turning back around, because if you do it this way you will fall off again. Caught me a few times. Oh. There we go. Okie doke. Oh, see what I mean? Hold careful, careful, careful. So yeah, when you land, make sure you hold down shift to maintain your position and don't accidentally fall off. Boom, second security code. Fantastic. So that is more or less this entire environment done. Each environment won't take it too long. Each environment normally takes me 10-15 minutes or so. Less if you're a much better gamer than me. You probably are. So you found it either a good thing or a bad thing, depending on how you like to play games. It doesn't spoon feed you anything. It's basically up to you to explore the environment and figure it out for yourself. Trial and error. Well, not trial and error. You're not going to die very often. Or ever. I haven't died yet. But either way, you kind of go to objects that look interesting in the environment. I'll show you down here, because they do change dramatically at this point. Big, expansive outdoor, and then... excuse the clipping. Or whatever it's called, I'm not a... Boom! Nasty drop, and all of a sudden a complete tone shift in the game. And the... Yes, F. Spooky, huh? One thing I would like to be adjusted is... It happens in a lot of games where I move the mouse. I would like if the... I'll show you in this room here. If the flashlight went there. I know it doesn't make much sense. Games do kind of bend the rules with that. The Last of Us does it, where the flashlight goes wherever you point the camera, despite it facing the opposite direction. But it's kind of it's a good thing to break that, because we're in a room like this and you're trying to look up and around and see what to do. It'd be nice if the flashlight followed you, but minor complaint. Okay, door is no electricity. I wonder where I could go. Camera does get a little bit finicky up close, but for most part you will be in an expansive area, so it's not an issue. Proud Russian music. What is going on here? It is an intriguing game. It's just there's an awful lot of little things that make you go, what is going on? The calls from the other posts have dwindled over the past year. He's stuck himself in here. There's something going on in this planet. Something weird, something strange. It's up to you to figure it out. So far my first impressions, intriguing is the way I would describe it. Intriguing. As if I was summed up in one word, it would be intriguing. Absolutely. So that will conclude first impressions. I've shown you a couple of the environments. They both dramatically differ from each other. Showed you some of the gameplay mechanics, and intriguing is the word I would use to describe it. One of our writers, Randy, is working on the review at the moment. It should be out in the next week or so. Fingers crossed. Okay, thanks for joining me, and until next time, take care.